Hey Taurus, welcome to your monthly forecast for love for December 2019. I was going to say weekly. I keep doing that. I'm so used to the weekly readings. Let's see what's happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love in December 2019. We're going to connect here and see what is going on for Taurus in love December 2019. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to pull 5 cards and see what's coming up for you guys. Card number 1. Card number 2. Card number 3. Card number 4. Oh, 4 just dropped out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And card number 5. So most of your cards seem to have jumped out pretty easily. I didn't get a whole lot of friction. I didn't get a whole lot of tension. So Taurus, I feel like some of you have made a decision. Like, you know what you want to do. You've made a decision, or you've set your mind on something, and you are going to be moving towards it pretty effortlessly. That's my guess on how this reading is going to pan out based on the way the cards came out. Like, maybe you didn't know what you wanted, but you have it figured out now. And sure enough, first card, Page of Fire. So, Page of Fire is going to be a card about seizing an opportunity, like going for something, a new adventure. Page of Fire can also be someone who's very mischievous, playful, funny, just very fun to be around. It can also be like one of those friends that like gets you into trouble, right? Like they're maybe like a bad influence, but not necessarily like in a toxic kind of way. So some of you might just be feeling like somebody is waking up this playfulness in you, and you're just like, you're gonna go for this. Page of Fire also for me kind of indicates in my readings, I see it come up as like a second adolescence. So this could be where love is returning in some way, or the passion is returning to an existing relationship, or you got your fire back and you're ready to go out there and you're ready to like get your person. And some of you have someone right now that like you're just kind of going for it. Some of you could potentially be dealing with a younger fire sign. Not necessarily, but you could be. Okay, but this is very much fun, playfulness, getting out there. And when I say second adolescence, it's just kind of like, the butterflies and like the, becoming aware of like, attraction and, being all worked up and hot and bothered. I think like in the Bambi movie, they call it Twitter-pated, like springtime comes and all the animals get Twitter-pated. You might be a little Twitter-pated in December, even though it's not the springtime. But there could be someone that's just really, really got you going, okay? Or you're just in general, like it's like you've got your fire back and you're ready to go. Like you're just ready to get out there again. Some of you might be coming out of a really long dry spell, and you're just like you're connected, you've got your fire, you're ready to go. Some of you could be manifesting like what I call a pilot light soulmate. Like if you've ever had the old gas ovens and the pilot light, little flame underneath goes out, you got to call the gas company and they'd have like a special little lighter and they'd have to relight it so that the oven would work. Some of you, your little light went out and someone's coming in with their special little tool to relight it. So some of you might be manifesting like that type of a soulmate as well. Your next card here is transformation. So some of you could potentially be dealing with a Scorpio. Makes sense. A spicy little Scorpio might be coming up for some of you and getting those fires burning. But a lot of this can also just have to do with where you are on your path and your own transformation. Kind of like where you're going, what you're doing in your life, where you're headed, and the kind of people that you're around. You might be looking around like bored, like I used to like hanging out with this person or with these people, but I'm not feeling it anymore. Or I used to like this thing, I still like that thing, and you're not feeling it. So by allowing yourself to explore where you're feeling called, you're going to have this new love energy coming in. 13 also is really jumping out at me here. So 13 can sometimes be a number that in some cultures is deemed as bad luck. But as an angel number, if we were to reduce it, 1 plus 3 equals 4. So this is going to say that maybe you may have had some misfortunes, or there could be a relationship that you finally decided that you're going to get over, but you're still kind of sad about losing it. Spirit is saying that things happened the way that they happened because it's for your best and highest good, because things are being brought together for you. Things are happening behind the scenes that you might not be aware of, that you can't see quite yet, but it's opening the door to that which you have asked for. You are being guided, you are being led, and things are moving around in your favor. Even if you feel, Taurus, that you're in this energy where you're like, man, I have had the worst luck in relationships, or I'm really sad about something that ended, but I'm going to get out there again. Spirit is saying, look, you're going to see soon that what didn't work in the past, it happened to serve in your favor. It happened as a favor for you, right? And you're going to see along the way. Some of you will get to see how so in December, but at some point you're going to be like, wow, I'm really glad that other thing didn't work out, or now I realize why it didn't work out. Some of you are going to receive word about an ex or someone that you feel like was a missed love, like you really wanted to be with that person, but you feel like they rejected you, or you feel like they ghosted you or something. You might receive word about that person where you're going to be like, oh my God, I dodged a bullet there with that one. So you could hear that, God forbid, but you might hear the person did something really bad or really terrible. You might hear about some issues that they're having that you're like, wow, okay, now I understand why, they didn't want to be with me, or they didn't go for me, or now I understand why, there was this intervention that kept us apart. You might be finding something out about this person where you're like, I am so, so glad that I didn't have that happen. I think somebody told me one time I won't get into that. It's not my story to tell, so I won't tell it. But I'm just going to say this. You might find out something about someone else that you wanted to be with, and you're just going to be so, when you find out, you're going to be so, so glad, so relieved that you're not with that person. And it could be because you're finding out that that person is a very dangerous person, okay? So understand and know that something will be relieved to some of you in that way. Your next card here, Taurus, is we have 3 of Fire. So when 3 of Fire comes up, it's completely and totally this energy of moving forward, right? When 3 of Fire comes up, you're moving forward in a way where you're never looking back again. You are moving on. So for some of you, there could be some kind of closure that you're receiving from a karmic person or something in the past, that which you needed to know or that which you needed to hear, you're hearing it and you're able to move forward. You're just able to move forward. You know what? Now I know I've made the right decision, or now I know that things are aligning the way they need to align, and I'm going to go ahead and move forward. For some of you, 3 of Fire is going to indicate that you're going to have more than one option in December, that you're going to have more than one person coming around you, more than one person to choose from. And, 3 of Fire could also indicate that you are getting connected with the things that bring you into your zone of passion. And I don't just mean physical or sexual passion, but things that you're passionate about in terms of hobbies, interests, creativity. And this might be all of a sudden bringing in all these new options for you to date for some of you. But 3 of Fire, I feel it the strongest with the energy that you are moving forward with someone. You're making a decision that, you know what, I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going to go for this. And for some of you, the person is already here. For some of you, you're embarking on a journey that is going to lead you to that person. You're telling yourself, you know what, I'm going to go back to school in 2020. Or you know what, I'm going to start a business in 2020. Or you know what, I'm going to go for that career change, or I'm going to look for a new job. You're making some decision to improve your life that is aligning you on the path with this person that you're going to end up with. And I'm going to be honest with you, Taurus, I kind of feel that some of you have a sense of who the person is. Like, I kind of feel like some of you, either it's somebody that is an acquaintance you've met fairly recently and you're kind of into them, but you're like, the timing isn't right now, or you met them a while back but you guys never really got together because there was too much going on, or you were hung up on somebody else, but you're like, you know what, like, that's the person I'm gonna go for. I just feel like some of you are having someone in your mind where you're like, that's who I'm gonna go for, and you're starting to do the things to be ready for that, or to go for this person. So much so where, like, I almost feel like you have such a confidence about you and you're making so many positive changes that you are going to end up landing this person. I just feel like some of you, like, you've set your sights on someone and you're going for it. That's what it feels like to me. You've set your sights on someone and you're going for it. And you're even in this energy where, like, you know what, even if they don't want me, I don't care. I know what I want. I know that it's going to happen. And I know that, if they tell me no, then it's going to be the next one after them. Like, you have such an energy of, like, I'm going to be happy in my love life. Or I'm totally working on me. I like where I'm at. I like who I am. I like where I'm headed. And it's really opening up these prospects for you in your love life. For an existing relationship, some of you are really kind of squashing the old ways, and you might be going on adventures with this person, with an existing relationship. You all might be really kind of trying new things, whether it's trying new things in the bedroom, or whether it's trying new things in terms of just interests and things to become closer. There's a sense of adventure here. There's just this sense of adventure and excitement, and just not going back to the old ways, not bringing up the old habits, not bringing up the old issues, and just moving forward. There's this sense of moving forward and wanting, like, this renewed fire. I know you're an earth sign, Taurus, but there's so much fire here, okay? Your next card coming up is we have the World, another major arcana card. So you all so far have had 2 major arcana cards coming up. So this is saying that December is going to be a really significant time for you in terms of growth, in terms of crossroads, in terms of life lessons in which you came here to master. And the World card's very positive in that it indicates a completeness, something being completed. So whatever your cycles were, whatever you were supposed to learn through love and through your love life, you're completing those cycles in the month of December. And now we have not had the Ace of Cups come up just yet, and I don't know if we're going to. We've got 1 card left. I'm not saying that if the next card isn't Ace of Cups, it doesn't apply, because I'm feeling that vibe regardless of whatever the next card is. We have the World card coming up here, and so this is telling me that you're completing this cycle. You're completing these old ways, and I feel like it is going to bring you into Ace of Cups energy, to where you are very much in the energy of, like, you're like, you know what, I learned my lessons. And I'm not going back to that old thing again. I'm not going back to those old ways again. And I'm not going to repeat those same mistakes again. And then universe is like, okay, awesome. Taurus has learned their lesson. Taurus is tired of pain. Taurus is tired of drama. Taurus is ready to learn from happiness, from positive experiences, from joy, satisfaction. So something is happening in that way. I do, however, feel, in addition to that, there's a stronger feeling that I'm feeling with the World card for you, Taurus. And I feel that what's happening is you are really, really coming out of your comfort zone. Like, you're letting yourself be seen, okay? And so even though the cycle is complete and you've learned your lesson, okay, you're still going to have to be prepared for, like, not going back into the old ways of thinking in terms of fear and going, you know, oh, okay, I'm out of my comfort zone. Oh, I feel uncomfortable. Let me hide again. Let me pull away again. Because all of these cards are telling me that you're coming out of your shell. And you're ready to be seen. You're ready to mingle. You're ready to have fun. You're ready to relax and have, this connection with someone new. And because of all the fire, it does feel to me like it's physical, Taurus. So a lot of you may be clearing out some sexual issues or sexual fears, or figuring out what it is that you like sexually. There could be a strong sexual element here. For some of you in your love life in December. Okay, your next card here is we have the Temptation card. All right, so this is really going to indicate again that physical energy, right? Some of you are ready to take a bite out of love, right? Or you're ready to take a bite out of something that may have seemed like a forbidden fruit for you. This really makes me feel, Taurus, like you guys are really focusing on the physical aspect of love. It doesn't surprise me because you all are a physical sign, right? You are an earth sign, and Taurus are kind of stereotyped or labeled as, you know, that you all like comfort and I'm a Taurus moon, so I'm not trying to talk trash about Taurus. I'm not saying it in a negative way, right? But a lot of the times people will view Taurus as, you know, you like the physical comforts, or you like the physical connection, or, you know, you like to have, your finances, or you're into your property or things like this. And you like to have your comfort. And so some of you might be manifesting that kind of a relationship. Some of you might be focusing on a partner, or manifesting a partner that feels really good to you physically, where you have a comfortable home, where you have a good, solid, sexual compatibility. You know, maybe that's been an issue for you in previous relationships, is there hasn't been compatibility in that area, or there hasn't been enough passion or enough fire for you in that area, and you're aligning with the right person, or you're aligning with the person where this just feels right, where you have this connection, or you are finding that balance within an existing relationship. The relationship's becoming closer as you are focusing on, you know, having a comfortable life together, making life more comfortable together, figuring out what you guys like, what you guys are into, finding the common ground. You know, it's just kind of like that, just passion kind of energy. I don't know, something about this really makes me think a lot about like role playing for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know, Taurus. Maybe some of you are doing some role play, trying out some role play. But definitely, there seems to be an awakening of physical intimacy, physical connection, becoming close to someone in terms of like your desires. Maybe for some of you, this is very therapeutic. Like you're finally feeling comfortable with your person, or you're meeting someone that you're comfortable with, to where you can explore this side of yourself. Okay, and some of you are allowing yourself to be okay with the fact that this is important for you. You can be a spiritual person, and you can still have very much a very physical side, right? You're a human being. You're in a physical body. We're here to experience the physical realm, right? So you might just be finding that you're giving yourself permission to explore that you're with the right person, or you're meeting the right person to allow yourself to explore that. So I don't know, my dear, this seems like a time of like of pleasures for you, earthly pleasures and delights. Enjoy it is, I guess, all I can say for those of you that this resonates, and for those of you that are finding this coming in. I do encourage you to watch your moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign. I know a lot of people tell me that they watch their Venus when it comes to love videos because it resonates for them most. But it varies. You know, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch these kinds of videos. I love them. I mean, heck, you know, obviously I do them. I'm all about the YouTube videos. I don't have a whole lot of time to watch other readers, but sometimes when I did have time, sometimes my Venus would resonate with me, but I would find that a lot of the times my rising or my moon would resonate more. And then my moon is on a cusp of Taurus and Gemini. So sometimes Gemini resonates with me a lot more than Taurus. And so, but it varies. And so my advice to you is just watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for a few months. And then after a few months, you'll be able to notice what usually resonates with you more. And then you'll know, okay, well, you know, my Venus resonates more. Oh, okay, well, my moon usually resonates more. You'll have an idea. So that's my advice. That's what I would do. Or if you have time to watch them all, watch them all. I'm sure you're going to pick things out of each and every one that'll be helpful in different ways. So check that out, my darlings. And don't forget to check out your weekly forecasts. I know love is important, but don't forget about career. Don't forget about spirituality. Don't forget about family. Those are the things I try to talk about in the weekly forecasts. Private readings are still temporarily disabled. I should have the calendar back up around December 15th, give or take a day or two. But, you know, as always, there will be an announcement when that's back up again. And I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous holiday, Taurus.